Years ago, I got a professional logo made. This is what was produced based on my specification, and I was happy with the logo. So what will happen if I give an AI tool the same instructions? Will I get a logo of the same standard, or maybe something better, or even worse? Let's find out. So the logo cost me about $27, and for this I got a source file, unlimited revisions, one concept, logo transparency, printable file, and a vector file. The instructions I gave to the designer were as follows. The logos for a business and I needed to be generic. Concept: a G with two hands somehow intertwined on the G. It shouldn't be too easy to see the hands, but it should be clear that there are two hands on the G. From afar, it should just look like a G. Text should be written under the G. The text shouldn't be attached to the G of the logo. The text should be granolic, which was the name of the company. The color of the logo should be purple and green, or purple and yellow, whichever combination looks better. Now, these aren't the clearest instructions in the world, but I did have a bit of an idea of what I wanted. The designer was happy to take this spec and get to work. The first version that the designer produced was this. It was actually very close to what I wanted. Even though I was entitled to unlimited revisions, in the end I only needed one. I wanted the G to look a bit more formal, so removing the italics. The second point here was to remove the different shades at the bottom of the G, and finally I wanted the text to be all of the same size. Now let's use a couple of tools to see what AI would do with the same request. Using Copilot, let's see what we get. The results are less than ideal. The intertwined hands appear in all the designs, which is a good thing, maybe not so clear in the top right one. The top right also doesn't look like a G from afar, which was one of the requirements. It actually looks like an O with a G inside. Color-wise, I asked for either purple and green or purple and yellow. This has kind of struggled with that really. For the bottom left, it's actually given me purple, yellow, and green. That's not even counting the black, which I didn't ask for, and this appears in a few of them. I tried another tool, ideogram. Let's see what we get. The first one here actually meets the requirements. It's purple and green, hands are intertwined, and it looks like a G. The logo I got from the designer is still a little bit better, but this one's not actually that bad. If I'd got this from the designer, I would have probably had feedback, but it would have been a reasonable starting point, I think. The rest of them don't really match what I was looking for. Now, given that I've just taken the instructions I gave to my designer and given them straight to the AI, it's probably a case of the prompt not being good enough for the AI. In other words, if I describe what I want in a better way, the AI may be able to do a better job. All you have to do is scroll through the hundreds of images that have been produced by AI to see just how powerful it can be. It can produce really, really great images, including logos. Here's some publicly available logos that I found from Ideogram, completely made by AI. So what does this tell me? Well, it tells me that if you have a very rough idea and you don't really know what you want, a real graphic designer is probably better for you than AI. However, if you know exactly what you want and can describe it, it's going to be hard to ignore AI going forward. I think if you're a designer, you need to be learning all of these new tools and making sure you're keeping up with the changes. I think people that will win going forward are those that are able to leverage AI and use it as a starting point and then combine that with their experience to produce truly great designs. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.